Welcome to Create.Learn.Implement podcast, aka CLI podcast, with me, your host, Koyeta. This is the podcast that invites you to take bold action to become your best self while navigating the world of building a successful business. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. Like, how do I record an episode? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too. So you can get paid to podcast. So when I thought about starting a podcast, I had no idea how it worked. I don't know how I came across Anchor, but I did, and it was free and it was 100% easy to use. And I love to use it to connect to my audience. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Starting a business is hard, but you're ready for the challenge because you already know what you want to do. And you're just not sure how to put the pieces together. You just need a little guidance putting together all the elements of your business, because you have the skills, you have the passion, you have the big idea. So what's holding you back? Imagine having a working business model in 4 hours. Well, Business in a Day VIP is a 4-hour laser focused done with you intensive designed to help you lay your foundation of your business, develop your message, increase your visibility, and streamline your process so you're able to walk away with clarity, confidence, and the bones of a fully functional business ready to capture the hearts and mind of your customers. So, applications are open now, only 4 spots available for March. Hope to see you there. Use the show notes to apply. Welcome to another episode of Create.Learn.Implement, aka CLI podcast. I hope you are having an amazing day. Today, I'm bringing the spice. I'm bringing the heat. So I want to warn you, when you're driving in your car, if you're listening at home, it's going to get spicy. It's going to get real. I'm going to drag you by your hair, by them cornrows, okay? Because I want you to be successful, and I find that there are a few things you need to do to make those steps that are not being considered as a part of success factors. So stay tuned for that on the other side. Come on in, tell a friend. Come on in, tell a friend. Okay, guys, so thank you for being here. This is going to be maybe the last one for the year. So let's see. I'm thinking this is how I bow out for the year. But I think this is a good segue into 2023 for what we need to do. Okay. And so get ready, because this might be a little harsh, but I want you to get ready. Okay. So I want you to remember this. Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to be successful. Even homeless people want to be successful. Like some of them did not make the choice to be living on the streets. Okay, life and circumstances have happened, but it's not a choice between success and non-success. That's not something you choose, right? And in this world of instant gratification, success does not just happen. It doesn't, okay? There are success factors and criteria that determines your achievement level, and your success. So therefore, you must be willing to do the work. You must be willing to put in the work to get it done so you can achieve what you want to achieve, right? So when we think about the success factors, we have to decide. We have to pick a side, decide, and start jumping in and out of entrepreneurship like it's a hopscotch, okay? When we think about the success criteria of being a successful entrepreneur or a person generally, it involves making a decision, right? It involves making a decision. So are we in or are we out? We can't be hopscotching in and out of business, right? We can't be jumping in and out. We got to make a decision. Which side are you on? So if businesses generally take, hear this guys, 3 to 5 years to be profitable, then by you hopping in and out and being indecisive, what you're doing is actually delaying your progress. You're delaying your progress and delaying your bag, right? Because we're all here thinking about how we could live better, how much income it could generate for us, how our lives could change, how our children's lives could change, how it could fund this project, that project. And ultimately, by not making a decision, you are halting your progress, right? You're halting your progress, halting your bag. And it's also called delayed gratification. You are delaying that beautiful feeling, that beautiful life you could be having by not deciding, okay? By not deciding, okay? So remember when we used to play dress up as a kid, with, your cousins or whatever, right? Where you would constantly change into characters. And then once you're done playing the character for that moment, the whole thing is over, right? Remember playing dress up like it's over? And that's how some of you treat your business. Like it's a character you play on TV, right? Like it's a character you play on TV, and then once you're done, you're completely detached from it. And girl, it ain't the devil. It ain't the devil, it's you. That's a fact. God is waiting for you to decide and be firm in your decision. Waiting for you to decide and be firm in your decision. He doesn't need you to know everything or be eloquent. This is not it. This is not the game. This is not the place. I don't know everything. And honestly, I don't feel like the most eloquent person out there, right? You don't need to know all the things you think you need before you do the thing, before you get it, before you do it. So the block, baby, is you. The block is you. You're going to have to become a CEO and actually act, think, and make decisions like a CEO would. Let me repeat that again. You're going to have to become CEO, which means acting, thinking, and making decisions like a CEO would. Okay? CEOs don't run away from their businesses, okay? And they have systems in place to make sure they're performing at optimal level. They don't run away. They got things in place to help, right? And if they don't know something, they either take the time to learn it or hire someone who knows, right? Take the time to know it, hire a coach, or hire someone who knows it altogether. Say that they don't have to do that. I was on here earlier and I saw somebody I greatly admire. And he said he doesn't take advice from people that are not even at his level, right? He takes advice from people that are above his level. So if you are at base level, then you need to go above your level to where you want to go and hear from them. Okay? So what's happening is some of you are out here, pasting together, copy and pasting all the gems you hear from Instagram, all the gems you hear from YouTube, all the gems you hear from wherever, and you cross your fingers. So you copy and paste everything together, and it's like plugging a tire. Your tire has a hole and you plug it, right? You patch it up. So that's what we're doing here. If you're doing that, you're doing patchwork, right? So I'm not an advocate for spending your rent money, your mortgage, or your bills. I would never tell you do that. I would never tell you to do that. But you need to know when to invest in yourself to help you move miles ahead. Okay? The patchwork is not going to help you move miles ahead. It's going to help you inch ahead, right? Maybe put one foot ahead, but not miles, right? So you have to know the direction you're going in. You have to know what direction you're going in, right? I made a poll about planning for 2023, I want to say a few weeks ago. And some people answered, I can't remember what I put, like planning ahead. Something on planning ahead. And some people, I think one of the answers was yes, let's plan. The other one was not now. And a majority of people answered not now. And I thought, wow. If you're not already thinking about 2023 or what that looks like in your business, then where are we going? Like, where are you going? Where are you going? Right? So you have to know where you're headed, or at least have an idea to make your job easier. You have to know where you're headed, or at least have an idea to make your job easier. If you're going to, an interview or a friend's party or any kind of celebration, you don't just get on a bus and hop in the car with no clue where you're going, right? You don't just hop in the car and start driving. That's not how it works. You generally have an idea of where you're going. 135 6th Avenue. It's not, you don't jump in an Uber and just say drive. They're going to ask you where you're going. Or you can't even order Uber without knowing where you're going. That's the truth of the matter. So why are we doing that with our business? Okay? You don't need to be ignorant of that fact. What you do need is some type of plan, instruction, map, or tools to help you get there, right? So why don't you do that with your business? Why aren't you doing that? Why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we practicing mapping things out? Make a process to make the process easier. Make a plan to make the process easier, to get you from A to B, right? Make a plan to get you from A to B. So in order to embody the success factors, they are deciding, becoming, and planning, right? Deciding, becoming, and planning. Those are factors you need to embody, because life is about making decisions and abiding by those decisions. Listen, you can always change your mind. I think what happens is you think that it's written in stone. It has to be that way forever. And it doesn't. You can change it. But just make a decision. Because oftentimes there's no decision. There is a want. There is a desire. Right? There's a want. There's a desire. But no decisions being made. And you are left stuck. You are left stuck. You are left wanting. But not doing anything about it. Not acting. Right? And so that's what we're going to have to work on to get us through for 2023. It's going to be a different type of year, and we're going to need to know what's up. We're going to need to know what's up. We're going to need to know what we're doing. Okay? We're going to need to know what's up, and we're going to need to know what we're doing. Thank you for tuning in to another great episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, as all these things help to keep the podcast alive. Take care. Until next time.